Hey Summers, welcome to Make 2. I'm going to do a live build of a house for you guys. Platinum Gamer did an awesome one recently for his Sims FreePlay channel, and I see a lot on YouTube for the PC version of The Sims, and I always feel so inspired by those. As you can see here, I've built an empty standard size lot. This will cost you a little more or less depending on what you already have built in your town. I'm going to speed up the video a little bit during the actual building process, but overall it took me about 20 minutes. So I'm going to start with a powder room and entryway. I always like having a powder room in my houses with just a toilet and sink for guests because I think it's a nice thing to have, but it's just a luxury. And off of that, I'm going to start with the kitchen here. And by the way, I will put all of the room sizes and costs of items in the video description if you care to see those. So just click on Show More. And this is going to be a large living room / dining area. And this house is a family home for a couple with 2 kids. So I'm going to put the first kid's bedroom here on the back of the kitchen, and behind that will be the second kid's bedroom. And then a hallway. I'm not going to fully extend the hallway just to save a little bit of money, and also it just makes for a nice roof to have uneven walls like that. It makes for an interesting roof. And then that's the kids' bathroom. And this will be the master bedroom for the parents. And that will have its own walk-in closet and bathroom as well. So this is the basic layout. It's 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, living, dining room, kitchen. And let's put some doors in. So I really like the mosaic door for the front door because it's got this great stained glass and it's got a mail slot, so it just looks like a front door. And let's put an open doorway in between the entryway and the living room. And kitchen, open doorway for the hallway as well. And I'm putting pine doors through the rest of the house because those are the cheaper doors. And for the walk-in closet and the master bathroom, open doorways again. And actually, I'm going to splurge on the kids' rooms. I'm going to give them teen doors, one for a boy and one for a girl. Why not? So let's put some windows in now. And I'm going to use the tan ones because they're the cheapest. Let's put one, maybe not such a good idea to put such a big one in the powder room where people are using the toilet, but hey, whatever. There's another big one for the kitchen. And in the living room, I'm going to put single ones, but spaced out a bit in case you want to put other items like furniture or a fireplace. And for the kids' rooms as well, and I'll put a window on the end of the hallway here just to have a little bit of light. And then finally for the master suite, and there you go. Got doors and windows all throughout the house. And by the way, I have a fully decorated version of this house in my town already, so I'm basically just copying the design here for you guys. And let's go for flooring. I think I'm going to splurge again. I'm going to go for some wood flooring because I really like the look of that, but it is expensive. So I'm going to go with the pine planks throughout the common areas because I think that just makes everything look nice and unified. But for the other rooms, like the bathrooms, I'm going to go with some sort of tile. The cheapest one looks to be probably one of the tiles here. And then for the bedrooms, we'll just have different color carpets. Sky blue seems the cheapest. We get different colors for the same price, so I will go with purple for the girl. So that's all of the floors done. And now we can do walls. So again, I'm just going to go for the cheapest stuff here. Cream paint for the entryway, red paint for the bathroom, the powder room, blue for the kitchen, and let's go with another unifying color scheme. So cream paint again for the living room and hallway. Blue for the bathrooms to match the kitchen. And I guess blue for the kids' room. Although, if you check back here, it looks like you can get a relatively cheap pink wall. So I think I'm going to do that for the girl and give her parents maybe, I don't know about purple for the parents. Let's say green. Yep, green for the master bedroom and walk-in closet. So now we should put in some fixtures. Currently, the Philips Sonicare vanity sink is free, so I'm just gonna use those. And guys, anytime there are free items in the game, you should totally stock up and put a ton of them in your inventory, because you never know when they will be available to sell for simoleons later. And I'm gonna go for, let's say, this 600 simoleon toilet, because it's a little nicer than the one that's just cheaper than it. But otherwise, a lot of this bathroom stuff is kind of expensive. I'm going to go for the shower stall, which is 100 simoleons. And then we need bathtubs. So I'm going to choose, let's say, the elegant bathtub. And just make sure that you place the bathtub far enough away from the opening of the shower that your sim can get in and out of the shower. You can also rotate the shower, of course. So the kitchen will need a fridge, of course, and an oven and stove. I'm going to go for the cheaper one here. And then countertops. So going to go for the cheaper classic countertops as well. And I'm going to put the countertops all around the outside wall of the kitchen. And I'm going to go for double sinks, because it's always nice to have double sinks in a family home. And I'm going to splurge again and put tall countertops on either side of the oven, even though it's kind of a waste of space since you can't actually put anything on the tall countertops. But I'm going to put an island in the middle of the kitchen, so that might help. And I'm going to go for a range hood over the oven to balance out the tall countertops on either side. So yeah, that is the house with fixtures, walls, and floors. And now we can work on the yard and put in, let's say, garden patches and wildflowers. I usually have this stuff in my inventory already from previous builds. I just somehow end up with a bunch of them, but I'm just going to put them in from scratch so you can see what it looks like. And let's put in a couple of trees. Trees are nice. And then finally, on this side of the house, there's room for, let's say, a park bench, but you could also put a grill here or something if your family's into that. So that's the house. If you'd like to visit the fully decorated version, then you need to become neighbors by making friends on Facebook or Game Center. And as always, information for that is in our video description. Just click on Show More. And otherwise, don't forget to subscribe to our channel because more videos will be coming soon. Thanks for watching.